What's going on, everybody? Well, as horrible as CJ Stroud was, and the fact that the Houston defense saved their ass, well, hey, it don't matter how you win a game, as long as you win a game. And I said Houston was probably going to win. I picked Houston to win. Ten of odds, yeah, that's probably a lucky ass guess. But I'd rather have stupid luck than no luck at all. Oh, and yes, I finally shaved my face and my head. It was getting rather bothersome. And so, yeah. As much as I watch the NFL, I had no idea who the offensive coordinator was for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Which is kind of weird considering I watch, and for the most part, I do decently keep track of football. But the Steelers had the former Falcons head coach as their offensive coordinator. When I realized that, I was just like, well, damn, no wonder they lost. I mean, Arthur Smith couldn't even win a Falcons the Super Bowl that they had in their damn hand. But that was his fault for hiring Shanahan. And let's see now. With that Steelers loss last night to Houston, that now makes 7 straight postseason games they lost. And honestly, I'm surprised that the Steelers are not calling for Tomlin's head. Because, let's see. He was there. Yeah. He's been the head coach of the Steelers since 2007? 5 years after I graduated high school? And I think he does have at least one Lombardi trophy. But let's be frank here. One Lombardi in his 18 years coaching. He should have already been gone long ago. Along with Arthur Smith. Oh. Hiccup. It happens. But yeah. I mean, Steeler fans they've got to be getting fed up with this. Now, I'm no Pittsburgh fan myself, but 18 years and only one Lombardi trophy. Yeah, that's not a good resume. By no means. But when I had to shut get ready to go to bed last night, because I watched the first half and it was 7-6. And I had no idea what was going to happen. Or was it 10-6 a half? I think it was 7-6 half. But then you had the defense of Houston. And that defense saved their ass. Well, that and the horrible play calling by the Pittsburgh offensive coordinator. That was horrible. Horrible play calling. Because let's see here. You had Pittsburgh on one play. Hold on, host. Sorry. Sometimes I just have to relocate and move around the tobacco. I tried to use my tongue to do it, but I never could quite get the hang of it, so I just use my fingers to move everything around. But as I was saying, though, the horrible play calling by the offensive coordinator and Mike Tomlin, okay? You had, I think I saw some of the highlights, and I watched another person's YouTube channel. Yeah, I think it's Jay Silly Willy or Jay Willy Silly. I forgot the whole name, but I do watch this stuff, especially when it comes to the highlights of certain sports. But it was one point. Houston had Pittsburgh pinned back. And I think they got busted for false start. So they had a 1st and 15. And honestly, in my opinion, I mean, hell, everybody's going to think the same thing here. Instead of doing a run on a 1st and 15 to see if you can get 5, 6, 7 yards, they decided to do a pass towards the sidelines to try to run or a sweep type pass. And it got them nowhere. Then, of course, now the defense of Houston swarmed all over Aaron Rodgers. And I think at the end of the season, this was his last year, or this is his last year of his contract. You know. And so I think this might have been his last game ever, because I think he's about to retire. And yep, walking through my neighborhood doing this video. It's January, but I think it's like I think the temperatures right now are like in the 50s. So it's not too bad out here today. That's why I don't have that little cap I got at the house. So yeah. Yep, making sure, trying to watch out, make sure I don't see a car sneak behind me. Because I've actually had that happen before. I can hear a vehicle, but then I don't know they're right behind me until I look behind me and I'm like, oh hell. I had no idea there was a damn car behind me. And of course now, not far from my neighborhood, got this little neighborhood. That's part of Bridge Mill. Now the area I just pointed at, now this road here is called Airstrip Drive. Because right where I was pointing at, there used to be an airstrip, an old airstrip, like an old abandoned airstrip. And I'm being barked at by one of the dogs over there on my left side. And there's a house on my right here that has dogs. And it's like, wow. I mean, now I don't know the people that moved into this house. But they did do a lot of good, good reconstruction of their landscape. Their fence. One day I walked around and they were actually painting their mailbox. And I was like, nice. I mean, they did a pretty good job of that. And then, let's see now. Then this weekend, got some good football games this weekend. I think I had to rewrite the playoff brackets because I think I wrote the wrong. I think I wrote which team's facing who wrong. I'll have to ask Siri about it later. And then, of course, next Monday, you got the college football championship. The Hurricanes taking on Indiana. And it so happens when I did that coin flip yesterday to say heads I'm going to watch the championship or tails I'm going to watch Raw. Well, they are continuously going to be on a European tour. WWE is still on the European tour. And I think they're doing that tour until the Royal Rumble. Because Royal Rumble 2026 is going to be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I don't know where the Elimination Chamber is going to get held at this year. And of course, WrestleMania 42 is going to be held at Las Vegas again. Now, they were supposed to have originally, WrestleMania 42 was originally going to be at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, but I don't know why. I don't know what made them change their mind. But something happened that made WWE have to change and host the second consecutive WrestleMania in the same location. At the Las Vegas Raiders home. And of course, now there's another rumor that WrestleMania 43 in 2027 is going to get held at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. But right now, it's a coin flip on that. Because there's two possible spots they said they might do it at. WrestleMania 43 will be either held in Atlanta or it'll get held at I think England. Because I think WWE is wanting to possibly start taking their biggest wrestling event of the year to European countries. And I'm like, well, hell, WrestleMania 27 was held at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Of course, now for any WWE fans out there who remember that, you had that match between Undertaker, Triple H. That night Undertaker got hurt so bad he could not stand, even though Undertaker won the match. When Undertaker made Triple H tap out to his Hell's Gate submission. So I'm like, then of course WrestleMania 28, Undertaker, Triple H again. And I remember when I first heard that, I'm sitting there going, seriously? He's doing what he did with Shawn Michaels back to back at WrestleMania 25 and 26. Of course, 26 was the time when Taker goes, if I beat you, your career is over. So it was Shawn Michaels' career versus the streak. Which I kind of had a feeling Taker's going to win that one too, because Shawn Michaels wanted to retire. And who better to retire Shawn Michaels than the legend himself? Huh. I mean, the Phenom, Big Evil, the Dead Man, the Demon of Death Valley. I mean, it only makes sense. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to get what's left of that tobacco out. I'll go home. I'll squish some water in my mouth and spit it and get the rest of it out. Then brush the teeth at the bottom. get all that tobacco out. And then with that, and you got, let's see now, I, watched Raw yesterday afternoon. I was actually doing the video yesterday afternoon when I was like, when I explained, okay, I could watch all of Raw and then half of the football game. And during that video was during that triple threat tag match. I kind of got to go back because I kind of missed who won that match. But I honestly wasn't even focused on most of the matches. For the most part, I was interested in the main event yesterday. I'm so used to Raw being on at 8 o'clock that I keep forgetting that. To where I'm like, I would watch it all the way till close to the main event. I mean, last week I had to rewatch the main event on Netflix. When I watched CM Punk take on Braun Breaker. Now, interestingly enough, very interestingly enough, Braun Breaker, or Bronson Recksteiner, he was born and raised in Woodstock, Georgia. And he played football for Etowah High School, my high school's rival, on Town Lake. And then from there, he went to Kennesaw State. He played for the Ravens for, I think, a year or two. He didn't make it on the starting, as a starter. But he played in the preseason because I think he was on the practice squad. And he was a hell of a damn running back. I mean, Bronson Recksteiner was one hell of a running back. I mean, that man could run between 23 and 25 miles an hour. And with the speed he had, he would bulldoze, literally bulldoze a defensive line. They were chump change. So I will say this. The Ravens really screwed up that one. With his running ability, hell, the Ravens would probably be Oh, the hell was saying probably. I think my cousin's bus is coming. Yes, it is. But yeah, he just, he was a fantastic running back. The man could run. And now John Harbaugh got fired. And the Falcons might get him. I don't know yet. But yeah, I'm about to go and jump off in a minute. But and of course to my YouTubers out here, my two cousins are walking in front of me, literally. Yeah, what's up, Dawson? What's up, Logan? Not much, just doing a little video before getting ready to upload it.
I have a YouTube channel and I have like 23 subscribers, I meant.
I'm only at 18 right now. And of course now ultimately, aside from the fishing and aside from talking about sports, ultimately, when I really, when I, get enough money saved up, I do plan on getting a Xbox One S. Of course, now I will have to go to a retro store since GameStops are starting to go down. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna sit there and pay $700 for the new Xbox. I'm sorry, but no. Hell no. I mean, I'm not gonna pay no $500 for no damn Switch. I ain't gonna pay no $500-$600 for a PlayStation 5. I mean, that is dumb as hell. It's getting to where, yeah, you have to be pretty damn wealthy or pretty damn close to rich to be able to get a game system today. And that's just so stupid. I mean, why in the hell would anybody want to spend that kind of hard-earned money when you can probably go to a retro store, purchase an Xbox One S for just maybe either under $200 or just a little over $200? I mean, that's about $400 savings right there. But anyways, getting sidetracked here. Aside from the fishing, the sports, because let's see now. In just a little under a month, I've said this before, college baseball is starting to begin. That's going to be interesting. Georgia Tech's going to be number 5 in the nation. which I'm like, wow. That's gonna be awesome, but how long will they keep it? Because I've seen Tech get pretty high up in the rankings, nationwide, and I've seen them blow it. And of course, I've seen them go to the playoffs multiple times, and they blow it. But we're going to have to find out what's going to happen between the times of February 13th to the second or third weekend of May. To see if they will see how good they'll do in the ACC tournament. See what regional they'll get. Because, weirdly enough, every time Georgia Tech gets into a regional, they would always end up having to, if they made it all the way to Super Regional, they would always have to face the winner of that same regional that Georgia often gets. And I'm like, well, what the hell? Y'all trying to set up Tech in Georgia for the Super Regional? I remember that happened in 2008, and Tech lost both games. Because 2008, Georgia Tech went to the World Series. Georgia Tech went all the way to the championship. And they got their ass kicked by Fresno State. That was not pretty. And of course, Georgia Tech, they've been to the College World Series 3 times. They went to the championship in '94. They had a lead on Oklahoma, and then Oklahoma came back, and that was during the times when Noma Garcia-Parra, Jason Veritek, and so on. Actually, I think Jason Veritek was on the team in '02 because they went there. Because that was the second time they went to the College World Series, was in 2002. They didn't make it too far. And then their last was 2016, 20 years ago. In 2006, that was when they had Teixeira, who ultimately played for the New York Yankees. So it's like, wow. Let's see, I hadn't been paying attention to the Atlanta Hawks or the NBA that much. Haven't watched a single Georgia Tech basketball game. Because they had a game against Syracuse, lost to them. Then they faced, I think they played Miami this past Saturday. They lost. I don't think the Jackets basketball has won a single conference game yet. But I don't know. I'll have to go on ramblingrec.com and look up the basketball team schedule, and I'll find out that way. Because now RamblingWreck.com, that's how I found out the the Georgia Tech baseball schedule. And when they play their little non-conference games, it'll be on ESPN Plus, which I got that, along with the Hulu Disney bundle. And and it went from $16 a month to $30 a month now, since ESPN is now got some kind of deal with WWE. So that's how you watch the PLEs now. And Netflix now has all the WWE PLEs, or premium live events. Now, they don't have everything that Peacock used to have. Now, Peacock will still run the Saturday night main event. Damn, I gotta check. I think there might be one coming up soon. But yeah, that's the only WWE event, because Saturday night main event is not a premium live event. It's just a live event that they do like 4 or 5 matches, and that's it in 2 hours. And then you got let's see now. Then of course, Drew McIntyre finally got his championship after beating Cody Rhodes. Ah, yes, Cody Rhodes, the half brother of Dustin Runnels, aka Goldust. But Cody, also a Georgia boy, he played football and was on the wrestling team at Lassiter High School down in Cobb County, Georgia. The Lassiter Trojans. And then, once he graduated, and then he decided to follow his, the footsteps. And Cody, man, he was trying all sorts of gimmicks. I mean, when he was that heel, doing the dashing Cody Rhodes. Then he had his nose broke, and then for 3 months straight, he was wearing this little protective to protect his nose. And then he went from there to trying to pull off the almost similar, if not same damn gimmick as his older brother Dustin when he was Goldust, but Cody decided to go with the Stardust. Yeah, hell, that didn't work too good, did it? Then you got then when he left WWE, I don't think Cody went to TNA. He may have gone to Ring of Honor, but then he went to AEW, and then as the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And right when he went to that, he found the right gimmick. He found the right character. And talk about another Georgia boy. The match I was looking forward to yesterday on Raw was in fact AJ Styles and Gunther. Oh, Gunther. I hate that son of a bitch. But I will say he is a good heel. He knows how to really piss off the crowd. He knows how to do it. And without even trying, he knows how to do it. He knows exactly what he's doing when he does it. And he legitimately, for real, actually has the entire locker room that hates him. They really don't like him. And then you got, what is this? This Grande Americano. Who first started off as Chad Gable. Then Chad Gable got hurt. And let's be serious. I know for y'all WWE fans, I know y'all are not fooled one bit. Because, I mean, it's like right after Chad Gable was gone, you get this taller, skinnier version. I mean, come on. It's Ludwig Kaiser. I mean, anybody, even a 5-year-old that watches WWE can tell and know who this Grande Americano is. And it is Kaiser. But I'm thinking, damn, Chad Gable's actually been gone for almost a year. I mean, because wasn't it a shoulder injury he suffered? You know, kind of like how, Seth Rollins, or Seth freaking Rollins, he suffered a shoulder injury. And so it's like, yeah, damn, when's Seth Rollins coming back? When's Chad Gable coming back? I mean, Chad Gable is he's a douchebag, but he's got the same type of amateur background that Kurt Angle had. He actually, he was actually on Chad Gable was on the U.S. Olympic team, I think, but I don't think he won any medals for it. Unlike Kurt Angle, who had a legitimate broken neck and still won the gold medals in '96. So, I mean, and I think Gunther, he's got the same thing. He's got the, the amateur wrestling background, because because of all the holds that he does, all the submissions that he does. I mean, that's something that you would see on a amateur wrestling mat. And now, let's see. Let's probably get back on the topic of the sports here. NFC and AFC divisional rounds. Who do you think's gonna win and advance to the NFC championship, and who do y'all think is gonna make it to the AFC championship? Because let's see now. Because I'm hearing that Houston's getting the Patriots. I could have sworn that they were going to be waiting for the winner of the, they were going to wait, or not wait. I thought the winner of the Steelers and Texan game was going to be the team that's going to face Denver. Let's see now. Then I'm sitting here hearing that the Bears are facing Seattle. And I thought Seattle was waiting for the winner between the Rams and Panthers. I mean, damn. So I guess the Rams are facing the Niners, and the Bears are playing the Seahawks. Again, I could be wrong. I'll find out either through Siri or find out through ESPN. Yeah, because I mean, I think when I walked out of the house, I had. No, wait, no. I had it on South Park. I was watching South Park on Comedy Central. So yeah, just let me know who. What two teams you got or think is going to make it to the NFC Championship? And who do y'all think is going to go to the AFC Championship? Because after seeing the Texans offense, I honestly don't know how far they're really going to get. I really don't know how far they're going to get. I don't. Because, I mean, it was Houston's defense that saved their ass against Pittsburgh. I mean, because C.J. Stroud played not his best game, and I mean, he was horrible. So, just let me know, folks. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to Jason Fishing Videos. Till next time, guys. Peace out.